What happens to brand new cars that never get sold? Do they sit forgotten, wasting away on dealer lots? Do manufacturers secretly destroy them, like luxury fashion brands with excess inventory? Or do they vanish into some automotive black hole? The truth is far more surprising and more complex than most people realize. Let's unravel the hidden life cycle of new cars that don't move off the lot. Because, as industry veteran Ray Shefska says, there's no such thing as an unsold new car. Most people assume dealerships own their cars outright, but they don't. Just like customers, dealers finance those vehicles using what's called a floor plan loan. For every day a car sits on the lot, they're paying interest, literally losing money. This is what's known as a carrying cost. It includes not just loan interest, but the opportunity cost of space. Every unsold car takes up a physical slot that could have held a faster-selling, more profitable model. Here's a real example. A dealership receives a 2024 Ford Mustang GT in a bright orange color with manual transmission and premium trim. It's a beautiful car, but it just doesn't move. Why? The market in that area leans toward SUVs, not sporty two doors. And most buyers want automatics, not sticks. That car sits for 4 months. During that time, the dealer is paying hundreds, sometimes thousands, in interest and insurance. And while it sits, the 2025 models start arriving. Now it's last year's car and even harder to sell. Multiply this situation by dozens or hundreds of cars, and you can see how quickly the financial pressure adds up. That's why dealers aggressively track aging inventory. Many have software that automatically flags cars approaching 90 days. After that point, managers start making moves. So, what happens when a car just won't sell? Maybe it's a bright green Jeep Wrangler with no hard top, sitting in Minnesota in the dead of winter, not exactly in demand. Or a base model Nissan Altima with no options, in a city where buyers are upgrading to hybrids. Dealers have a few tricks to avoid taking a loss. First, they incentivize salespeople. Managers often say, "Whoever sells this one today gets an extra $200 bonus." That alone can shift attention away from hot sellers to overlooked inventory. Then come discounts. They'll mark the vehicle down thousands below MSRP, sometimes even below invoice, just to free up space and stop the financial bleeding. They might also convert the car into a service loaner or demo. For example, a 2023 Toyota Camry might be reassigned as a courtesy vehicle for service customers. After it racks up 3,000 miles, they reclassify it as used and list it for sale at a reduced price. From the buyer's perspective, it's nearly new, fully warrantied, and $3,000 cheaper. A win-win. These demo and loaner units are often scooped up fast by budget-conscious shoppers who know how to spot a good deal. But if even that doesn't work, that's when auctions come into play. Enter the world of automobile auctions, the last resort for many unsold new vehicles. These auctions are often closed to the public, reserved for registered dealers. The largest in North America? Manheim, a multi-billion-dollar giant that moves thousands of cars every day. Dealers would rather take a small hit at auction than continue paying the carrying costs of keeping a car on the lot. In many ways, this is the real unsold graveyard, except the cars don't die here. They just start a new chapter, often as discounted pre-owned vehicles on someone else's lot, hundreds or thousands of miles away. Sometimes, what looks like a dead-end sale ends up being a big win. Ray recalls cars that sat for over a year, ignored by local buyers, only to be scooped up by someone across the country, desperate for that exact configuration. Because even in today's fast-paced auto market, rarity still holds value, and the internet makes it easier than ever to find that one weird spec car in Maryland from California. Car manufacturers, also called OEMs, work hard to avoid overstocking dealers. But they don't always get the mix right. When miscalculations happen, some cars just don't resonate with buyers. But thanks to discounts, loaner programs, and auctions, no car ever truly goes unsold. Even the most unwanted cars eventually find a home, somewhere, somehow. It's a fascinating logistical ballet, driven by loans, margins, incentives, and a deep-rooted industry truth. Every car has a buyer, even if it takes a year, even if it loses money, even if it has to travel halfway across the country. So next time you see a car collecting dust at a dealership, remember, it's not forgotten. It's just waiting for its moment. Like Ray Shefska says, no car goes unsold. That's a fact I've seen proven over 42 years and counting. If you found this peek behind the curtain interesting, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and let us know in the comments. Would you ever buy a service loaner or auction car? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.